Gates open, they're off and running now. And beginning fast is Brilliant Deal in search of the lead there with the Journeyman who's driving up, and Den Louder also up in the leading brigade as well with Sunny. Then came Remember Me and De Great Vultures back on the rail in about 5th or 6th placing. Then came Mr. Armstrong, followed by De Great Timing, Value of Justice. True Sun is back to 3rd last. Justice World is 2nd last, and last of all is Trudeau. Inside the 1400 metres they race, and Brilliant Deal takes it up now. Leads by 3 pass to Sunny. The Journeyman enjoying the gun run behind the speed. Next along Remember Me from N Louder, followed by De Great Vulture, De Great Timing, Mr. Armstrong. Then Value of Justice with True Sun, and the last two Justice World on the inside of Trudeau as they approach the long course and they go onto the uphill climb, and Brilliant Deal is trying to take it all the way. 3/4 away was Sunny. 3rd the Journeyman. 4th Remember Me. Back 5th is N Louder. 6th the inside De Great Vulture from Mr. Armstrong. De Great Timing. True Sun starts his move from near the tail with Value of Justice, Justice World, and Trudeau is last of all on the home bend at the 600. And it is still Brilliant Deal leading the way from Sunny. But here come the challengers. Remember Me is winding up there with Mr. Armstrong. And also going through on the inside of those is De Great Vulture. And also the Journeyman. They're across the track. And Mr. Armstrong is down the outside. He goes up to hit the lead now. True Sun is after the leader. They were followed by Remember Me, the Journeyman. And then came Justice World. But Mr. Armstrong has pinched a break close to home from Remember Me. De Great Timing out wide True Sun. But Mr. Armstrong is back in winning form today, and Mr. Armstrong goes on for a solid victory. Remember Me 2nd, 3rd is close. Maybe Justice World from De Great Timing out wide True Sun, and they were followed by De Great Vulture from the Journeyman, Value of Justice, Trudeau, then Sunny with N Louder, and Brilliant Deal knocked up to finish last. Number 5, the winner, Mr. Armstrong, ridden by Shafiq. 52 and 12. That's a nice pipe opener for the Penang Sprint Trophy in 2 weeks' time. Of course, he has won a Group 1 before. He won the Penang Sprint Trophy last year. He's a quality performer, there's no doubt about that. And he was back in winning form today. Remember Me will run 2nd. It's a close go for 3rd. A Justice World, I think, runs 3rd, the stablemate of the winner. I think True Sun winds up in 4th spot. We'll stand by for the numbers here after race 5. But, gee, Mr. Armstrong, he was quite impressive. He looked at the winner a long way from home. He was travelling that well from the 250 onwards. Shafiq pressed the go button. He was off and gone. He strided away for a very good win there. Had them covered a fair way out. Remember Me continues to race well. He's run 2nd, Remember Me. Justice World has come from a rearward position. He runs 3rd. And it's a close go for 4th. There might be a margin there for True Sun. We'll stand by for the numbers here after race 5. But the Raffles colours to the fore there with Mr. Armstrong. And he won easily. Shafiq taking the ride there for trainer Frank Maynard. 52 and 12 the return there for Mr. Armstrong. Defeats Remember Me, number 7 at 21. 3rd to number 2, Justice World, who's paid well for the place. He's paid 31. 4th is number 1, True Sun. Those numbers confirmed. So those placings official, 5, 7, 2, 1. And the race time is 1:47.8. 1:47.8. That's only 0.3 of a second outside the record held by True Sun. So they're running fast times today. So the track is in tip-top order. There's no doubt about that. They've gone near records today, and that was only 0.3 outside the record held by True Sun, who recorded that 1,800-metre victory here back on the 22nd of October. So Brilliant Deal was the leader before weakening over the final stages, and Sunny was on the outside. The Journeyman had every possible chance racing off the speed there with Remember Me. N Louder was caught wide. And Mr. Armstrong, the eventual winner, he was travelling about 4th or 5th last at this stage. He was in front of about 4 horses at the midway part in the race, but Justice World closed off very well. That was a very good trial for him. He'll be one to be reckoned with in those Group 1 features coming up over the next couple of months or so. He really closed off well, Justice World. But Mr. Armstrong, he was back to his best today. There's no doubt about that. Mr. Armstrong, an 8-year-old bay gelding by Dylan Thomas out of Miss Mahal, trained by Frank Maynard for Raffles Racing. The rider was Shafiq, defeating number 7, Remember Me. Wayne Lim, the trainer, ridden by A.K. Lim. And third is number 2, and that is Justice World, El Sofan for Frank Maynard. And fourth is number 1, True Sun, J. Daniel for Stephen Cook. Your numbers are 5, 7, 2, 1.